Today's video, I'm going to be talking about McKinsey, BCG, EY, PwC, Deloitte, and KPMG, then Andersen as well. That's about 7 consulting firms. I'm going to be telling you about the entry-level salaries for their graduate training programs. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Rida Olabisi. If you're here for the first time, I'll need you to smash that subscribe button. It really helps my channel to grow. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about the consulting salaries for entry-level staff or graduate training programs, right? So I made a video on this topic about 7 months ago, and at that time that I made that video, I knew that I would have to come back and make an updated video every few months because consulting firms in Nigeria will typically increase their salary every year. So every single one of these firms have reviewed their salaries since when I made that video. So in today's video, I'm just going to give you the updated figure for these salaries. Now, for some of them, I may not have the exact figure, but I have the possible range, right? And there's about 2 of them as well that I am still speaking to a few people, so I've not been able to get that information. But when that information becomes available, I'll just drop it in the comment section. So the first firm we'll be talking about is EY. Now, at the time I made this video 7 months ago, EY was paying about 270 to 290,000 to their graduate trainees or to their entry-level staff, right? But now they recently reviewed their salary a couple of weeks ago. So the new salary for graduate trainees at EY is now 410,000 naira, right? So from 270 or let's say 290 to 410, right? So the next company we're going to talk about is Deloitte. Last year, Deloitte was paying over 300,000 naira to their graduate trainees, but now they are paying 408,000 naira to their graduate trainees. So if you're to get an opportunity or a job offer from Deloitte to join as their entry level, their graduate training program, you're going to be getting 408,000 naira. Also, bear in mind, at the time you're watching this video, things may have changed. You may watch it 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, or 6 months from now. The information could have changed because they could have revealed their salary. Moving on to the next company, which is PwC. So last year, PwC was paying 337k to the unchartered accountants, and they were paying 365k to the chartered accountants. Now they've reviewed their graduate training salary to over 400,000 naira. So if you get an offer from PwC as a graduate trainee, you're going to be getting over 400,000 naira as your salary. So moving on to the next one, which is KPMG. Last year in the video that I made, KPMG was paying I think 324,000 naira to unchartered and 358 thereabouts to people who are chartered. So they've also reviewed their salary, and right now they are currently paying 434,000 naira to their graduate trainees. Now it would also differ whether you're chartered or not, right? But I know that they are paying 434,000 naira to those who are chartered. For the unchartered, I'm not exactly sure. I think the same thing for PwC as well. I wasn't able to get the demarcation between chartered and unchartered. I just know that it's above 400,000 naira for whether you're chartered or not. So you have to get the difference somehow. But the salary is not the same for if you're chartered or not. So moving on to the next one, Andersen. Last year, Andersen was paying 235,000 naira to their graduate trainees. Now for Andersen, I'm still speaking with a couple of people. I'm not sure if they've reviewed pay yet, but once I get that information, I'll just put it in the comment section and then you can check that information out. Then the same thing applies to BCG as well. For BCG, I'm certain that they've reviewed pay firm-wide, and as of last year, they're paying 600,000 naira to their entry-level staff, which is the business analysts. But I've not been able to get the exact figure or what they are paying right now, but I know that there is an increase. They've done a pay review, but last year they're paying 600. So once I get that information, again, I'll put it in the comment section. So the last company is McKinsey. So last year, McKinsey's entry-level program, which is called the YLP program, right? That's the Young Leaders Program, was a 2-year program, but as at now, they've reviewed it to be a year. So as at last year, I think they were paying 350,000 naira for the first year, thereabouts. And then for the second year, they're paying around, I think, 750,000 naira. So now that the program has been revised to a year, so what they've done is now to, I think, do an average or a midpoint of that value, because it's now a year as opposed to 2 years. So the pay is now between 350 to 410,000 naira, somewhere along along that range. So those are the figures I have right now. Again, I'm going to drop the information for Andersen and BCG in the comment section as soon as I get that information. That's one. Two, I'll probably have to make another video in some 6 to 7 months, because most of these firms would have done another pay review, right? But until that time, right, this is the information that I have for the new salaries for consulting firms in Nigeria for graduate, trainee, and entry level positions. Alright, so that has brought us to the end of today's video. Do not forget, if you have any questions that are relevant to the kind of videos that I make on this channel, do not hesitate to drop them in the comment section again. And finally, do not forget to smash that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up.